But in the meantime, we have Bakuryu versus Mazur in the round of 16. This is still a best of one, and it looks like the map is going to be Beltway 2.0. So here we go into the game. Is it not Neo Beltway? I don't know. Anyway, we'll see. In the top left position as the orange Zerg, we do have LRM Bakuryu, and in the bottom left as the yellow Protoss, we do have MB Mazur. Of course, just before the the cast started, I was just chilling with Mazur watching one of his replays against Karate, which was quite impressive. I mean, Mazur is basically known for his PvZ. He's got really amazing PvZ. His other matchups I don't think are quite as strong, but he's taken some really big matches down in Clan Wars and such. Most notably in the Gambit's Cup Finals. Oops, I forgot to change the color of him. Sorry about that. In the Gambit Cup Finals, he actually took out LRM Pike in the Ace match in Game 7 of the of Week 1 of the Finals, in like an hour-long PvZ where he was really far behind, and he just somehow made a comeback. And by somehow I mean using a 42 kill High Templar and other assorted shenanigans. So you guys should actually all go check that game out if you haven't already seen it. It's actually on my YouTube channel, youtube.com/SayleBW, where all the VODs from this tournament will also be posted. So if you miss any of these games, or or anybody's looking for VODs, direct them there. I will post the VOD links in the tournament thread on TL. So in the meantime, it's going to be 12 hatch for Bakuryu against the Forge first, and unfortunately for Mazur, he is going to scout Bakuryu last with his probe. And is he actually going to be forced to cannon first? See, that's the thing. He didn't actually send the second probe scout with the probe that made the forge. So, wow, he's actually going to cannon first against a 12 hatch. Definitely putting him at a bit of a disadvantage here just from the get-go. And I mean, that's the price you pay for not sending out the second probe scout. A lot of players will, after sending out the pylon probe over here, they'll have the pylon probe go up the right side, and then the forge probe will actually go up the other side, so they'll scout both the top bases at the same time. But he's gotten in now, and he should realize that it's a 12 hatch, and yeah, he does actually cancel the cannon. So it's just going to go straight for the Nexus. I don't know what this probe's doing over here. Should be making a Nexus. And looks like a probe is here, and oh, I think he's trying to trick himself through the temples. Of course, Schnitzel famously showed us that you can do that in the ISL2, but it looks like Mazur has, unfortunately for him, not mastered the the art of that just yet. Schnitzel, actually, he did it also against Pike in the round of 8 of ISL2. He played a really interesting game here where he tricked the probe through and actually cannon rushed the back of the minerals at the natural, which was really cute. I had no idea you could do that until then. But yeah. Looks like Mazur not quite successful in his attempt. One cannon and a gateway going down, and a second cannon as well. The probe also going to go scout this third base at the top right. Now, interestingly, Mazur actually told me while I was watching that replay with him earlier that he's not really good at making walls. But, you know, this wall looks okay to me. It looks okay. I hope that's tight on top of the forge, though. I'm not sure if that is. It's actually possible that it's not, but I don't think Bakuryu is going to do any kind of silly Zergling cheese here. Bakuryu in ZVP almost always goes for a 4-hatch Hydra build, and in fact that is looks exactly like, or it looks like that's exactly what he's doing. That's what I'm trying to say. So getting 4 hatches before gas, and then going for mass Hydras and dronies. Bakuryu loves his drones in this matchup. Anyway, one link chasing this probe, one link chasing the other probe. So it looks like Bakuryu actually even only made 2 Zerglings in total, one to chase each probe. And I don't know where that other guy went. Oh, there he is. Cybernetic score is down. Nothing too interesting just yet. I'm actually curious when Bakuryu throws his den down relative to the lair. Looks like... Oh, he's actually getting a 5th hatchery already. That's curious. He's doing like some kind of weird variant on the 5-hatch Hydra build. That's quite interesting. He's also getting a lair right now. Let's see, the Stargate has actually only just started, so he does still have a bit of time before he needs to throw down the Hydra Den. But, that's very interesting. Bakuryu going for 5-hatch. Alright. Anyways, second guy's going down. Uh-oh, what is this Zealot doing? Well, he's not going to do too much. He's actually going to run it in a circle around the Lings while taking damage. He's actually going to get helped by that drone a little bit. That drone was in fact a Protoss spy in the Zerg base. Meanwhile, sending another Zealot over here to the top right, and it's going to do absolutely nothing. Oh man, just running in circles. A headless chicken among those Zerglings. Not so good. And it looks like Bakuryu's Overlord is still in here. The Dragoon's going to come and try and kill it, but it will be able to escape behind the Natural here. Thanks to this temple. Oh no, he's going the wrong way though. He's going the wrong way. And this probe is going to go down as well. Looks like the Zealot in the main has been cleaned up. So far, Mazur's harass has not been effective. However, he does seem to have killed a second. That's the second Overlord that's died. I'm not sure how an Overlord died previously, but Bakuryu was supply blocked for a little bit there. And I don't understand how he actually lost an Overlord already. Did he actually fly one into the cannons or something? I'm sorry I missed that, but that's quite strange. Anyway, first Corsair's out now. Bakuryu is now getting Hydra speed. He's not got Hydras. Whoopsie daisies. Should be making some Hydras now. Okay, there's a couple of Hydras. He might lose another Overlord here. I think he will. He should actually separate them so they don't splash each other. Yeah, there we go. Bunch of Lings at the front, leaving this base. Sorry, this Ling here at this base, just for later. And it looks like one Zealot going to take down the back temples. Of course, if Bakuryu ever decides to get mutas, it would be very easy for him to micro behind the Natural here. And until the temple goes down, there would be no ground access for Mazur. But it looks like he's gone for a second Corsair. He's actually still producing Corsairs, so mutas should not really be a huge threat. He's got to be very careful though with these Corsairs. He's just trying to be cute here and micro against these Hydras and kill these Corsairs, but not really happening. So a couple of drones randomly transferred over here to the top right. There are some Hydras here to defend these Corsairs, so Bakuryu should be fine for the time being. One Zealot just dutifully wailing away at this temple with his Psy Blades. I wonder how this actually works in reality. Is the Zealot actually just like a construction guy? He's just slowly taking apart the thing. He's got like he's driving one of those wrecker ball things and he's just breaking down the temples or something. I mean, could you imagine just being like the one Zealot tasked to taking down an entire temple? Man, that must be really tiring. I wonder if he gets paid by the hour. Spire is up now. Probably just gonna make a few Scourge. Take down these Corsairs. Looks like, oh, the Corsair production has stopped, so Mazur only going for 3 here, getting a couple more cannons at the front. He's a little bit scared of a bust, and with good reason, I think. When you go 5-hatch Hydra, man, you end up with a lot of Hydras. A lot of Hydras. It's interesting though that all the hatcheries are in Bakuryu's main. Of course, Bakuryu does make a very characteristic hatchery square in his main. A lot of idle larvae here, don't like that. But actually, he might be oh, he's actually saving for Mutalisks. Oh yeah, sorry I didn't notice that, but he was actually saving. His money got really high for a second there. So Bakuryu is actually going for mutas. Fortunately, the temple is down now, so Mazur will be able to get back here. He also, I believe, still has some Corsairs. Yeah, there they are. But the thing is, see, there's no Sim City here at the 3rd base, which I quite dislike. I mean, see, this is an okay SimCity. He actually hasn't built a sunken there yet. He hasn't needed to. But like, if this hatchery was placed here to help SimCity this off, maybe I don't know, like put it here, and then you can make an Evo chamber and some sunkens behind. I'd feel much more comfortable about that base. But as it is, it feels very open. Or rather, it is very open. It doesn't just feel that way. It actually is that way. Robo going down here off of 4 gateways, building a couple pylons here to scout, or rather just to provide vision, not to scout. And oh, it looks like the cannon is not quite perfectly placed here. But either way, it's just going to die to these mutas. I'm not quite sure how many they are. It looks like 7 or 8, I think. 3 Corsairs are coming back. And the Templar, can he get a good storm off? Oh man, he actually going to get the probes and the Corsairs more than the Mutalisks. I think he killed 2 probes and a Corsair with that storm. I don't know if he got a single Muta, but he did get some damage off, so he's going to force those out. 1 DT going to run out here. Nice spotting at all the bases with 1 Ling, but the DT will be able to clear those up. Yep, there goes the Ling. Bakuryu will not even get a warning for that. Looks like 1 Ling going to check out the bottom right bases. Ideally, that guy would be patrolling between the main and the natural here. And looks like, oh, just as I say that, Bakuryu rearranges this. But this DT might actually just go and kill this. I think he is going to. Meanwhile, Bakuryu has taken the top right base as his 4th, but as I said, the top right, both expansions are still quite open and vulnerable. So Bakuryu's going to have to, I mean, he's being very active with his Hydras. He's got not that big of an army, but he's being very active with them. Okay, now he's got a lot more units coming in. But basically, he's got to be, this army has to keep the Protoss back, because if he loses, like, 1 big engagement, he could immediately lose the top right 2 bases, and then that would just be it. So, you know, if Mazur does a good breakout, that could be game over for Bakuryu. Meanwhile, we do have double evos going, ranged attack and carapace. As I said, Bakuryu doing his standard hatchery square. I would I would wager some money that he's going to put another hatchery here. But Bakuryu has set up a decent lurker contain here outside of Mazur's base, and his wall is kind of now working against him. It's going to be a little bit difficult to poke out here. Looks like he does have the first observer out. He's going to lead out with some dragoons, but really not very good positioning for him to move out here. And Bakuryu is going to go for the observer snipe. Can he get it? He is going to get the observer, and he's also going to get a few of these dragoons. He should move back though before the Templar can storm. The way you want to break out of these kind of lurker contains as Protoss is you lead off with the dragoons to shoot down the lurkers, and if the Zerg moves in with Hydras to support, then you storm him from the back. So you have basically the Dragoon Templar working together there. Looks like Queen's Nest is about to finish here for Bakuryu. Looks like he's going for the other observer. No, looks like he actually just switched targets onto the goons. I think it was a bit of a blunder. Oh, does bring out a storm here. That doesn't really do anything. And now he is going to get the other observer and does save most of his Hydras from the storms. So Mazur is looking to be in a lot of trouble right here. Bakuryu has now started mining from this 4th base. I mean, his hive is going up, and Mazur doesn't even have that many gateways for whatever reason. I don't actually know what Mazur is spending his money on. Well, he's not really. He's got 1,200 minerals. He's now throwing out a bunch of pylons. He needs more gateways. Does he? What is going on here? He's got only 4 gateways in total. He needs a lot more than this if he wants to break through that and contain. I mean, Bakuryu's production is off the charts right here. The observer goes down again. I thought the Templar was going to get sniped as well, but things are looking terrible for Mazur. Oh man, are we in the right game? Is this really Mazur? I'm a little bit shocked at this play. Bakuryu just dominating this game. 1 random DT. It looks like Mazur's finally found it. It is going to run up here, and uh-oh, this could be the comeback DT. There's only 1 Hydra here. If he sneaks past it and goes and kills all the drones, there's no defenses or anything. Could be very bad for Bakuryu, but even if Bakuryu loses all the drones at the top right 2 bases, I still don't know how Mazur is going to break out of this contain. Oh, excellent! So it looks like the way he's going to break out is to do the Combat X, the mass gateways off 2 bases. Although he is only going up to 10. I believe Combat went up to 12 or something stupid. But either way, I mean, that's what you need. If you're stuck on 2 bases, that's exactly what you do. You just